Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we finished up with our, we returned to Amir and had a lovely evening in the hot springs, 15 times over, not 15, but a lot. We had that night in the hot springs a lot, and yeah, no head patting, which surprised the shit out of me. But you know, today is Bonding Event City Day, because we have access to 15 bonding points. 15 bonding points are in fact a lot. I expect. So what's up? Okay, right around the corner there is a bonding event. Who would have thought? That's surprising. That's so surprising actually. His recovery is coming along nicely, but the battle isn't over yet. He still needs to rest as much as he can. There's no medicine more effective than time. His recovery is coming along nicely. Is it though? Pops. Father Bernard is always so dependable when it comes to medical care. I feel like I'm back to my old self again, which means it's about time I got out of bed and returned to business as usual. I'd strongly advise against that. You still need rest. And while I'm sure you're feeling out of shape from all the bed rest, I'd also advise against going out hunting. But when can I go out hunting again? Your injuries were so great, we could have lost you. For peace of mind, I'd like you to keep an eye on your condition for another week at least. A whole week? Well, if we must. His passion for hunting is still as strong as ever, I see. I can't deny my disappointment, but if Father Bernard says I must, then I have little choice in the matter. But the minute I'm in the clear to hunt, I'll be bringing home a massive wild boar to celebrate. Count on it, Rean. Even the music is counting on it. On him making a swift recovery. Eliza, what up? You like guns? What are you doing in here, Eliza? Your mother told me that I could find some tools in here, so here I am. I need them for work. I'm gonna be doing, I need them for the work I'm going to be doing on the orbital bike. Wait, you know how the bike works well enough to do that? Well, an engine's an engine, right? I should be able to tinker with it. After all Angelica has done for us, I at least want to make sure she gets her precious bike back in top condition. Might be nice if I gave her a hand. Sure. Need a hand there? Sounds like a two-person job to me, and I'd feel bad making you do all the work when Angelica left it in my care. I figured you'd say that. It'll probably go more smoothly with an extra pair of hands, so sure. Alright, that's everything around the orbital engine taken care of. It could probably do with being taken for a test ride at some point, though. Ah, I should oil the moving parts, too. Man, you really are amazing. I knew you were good with orbital technology and all, but I didn't expect you to be able to perform maintenance this well. All of this is just a stopgap, really. I had a few chances to look at it back at the academy, too, so I have a vague idea of what needs doing, but that's all. Doesn't make you any less amazing in my eyes. When in Nord, you worked out what was wrong with that truck and even knew the model of that mortar we found. At first I thought it was just because you were part of the Rainford family, but I feel like that's underselling you now. You must have studied like crazy to know so much. Well, I did spend a lot of time studying orbital technology even before enrolling at the academy. I used my family name however I could in order to visit our Rainford factories and attend lectures at the Institute of Technology. I'm more than confident I made the most of every chance I had to study and broaden my knowledge of the field. I have a feeling I know why you did all that too. Was it to rebel against your mother? Well, I can't deny it. Not to beat a dead horse, but it feels like Mother just stopped caring about us after my father passed away. I mean, she'd stolen the company from grandfather and everything. How could you do that to your own father? So I suppose you could say all that studying was my way of trying to show her up at something. A little, at least. I see. So, were you able to? Not in the slightest. Now that she's missing, this isn't the time to be thinking about my next act of rebellion either. And you know what? That's fine by me. I've made up my mind to focus on the future rather than the past for now. I've got to keep that promise I made to her in Roar after all. I'll be running the company before she knows it. I think she'd prefer it that way, honestly. Oh, here it comes. Ah! Ah! Look at you. You were so engrossed in the bike that you didn't even notice all the snow building up on your head. Still, I think you found the right way to approach things. I'll have to pick up a few pointers from you. Can't let myself get too wrapped up in my past either. And that way, we'll both be able to find the best paths for each of us to take. I certainly hope so. Alright, where's the list? Where's the... Nope, that's not the list. I've got a list. I've got a list of everything. Where'd I put it? I put the water bottle on top of it. Episode 52. One head pad. Come on, don't cry. Here, this'll cheer you up. Is that a bunny made out of snow? And look, you've got loads of snow on your head, too. Don't worry, you can follow me back to Mir. So stay close, okay? Okay. Are you kidding me? You've been doing the head pad for 10 years now? What's wrong? I can't believe I forgot. Remember how I talked about coming here with my family as a kid? I ended up getting lost out on the mountain. But just when I started to think I'd be lost there forever, a boy appeared out of nowhere. And he led me all the way back to Amir. That boy was you, I'm sure of it. That does ring a bell, actually. The year after that was when the whole thing with the power happened. The year after that was when the whole thing with my power happened. So I'd kind of pushed everything else to the back of my mind. Weird, we really did meet when we were kids. I was only joking about it before, but yeah, we really did. I'd forgotten all about it too. Probably because it was a scary memory for me. I don't blame you, still. You don't get coincidences like that every day. I'd be embarrassed to try and attribute it to something like fate, though. Yeah, you're right. Maybe if we'd realized sooner, sure. But it makes me happy to know it was you all along. Sorry, didn't quite catch that. It's nothing at all. Anyway, let's finish up with a bike, shall we? Yeah, sure. Alright. Headpad level has risen. Rean and Eliza worked together to finish the rest of the bike's maintenance, the two of them feeling somewhat awkward around each other due to their recent discovery. And upon their completion, they went to return the tools to Baron Schwarzer's study. Their bond with Eliza strengthened. Whoop whoop! Character notebook updated. I can't believe we actually met when we were kids. I guess that doesn't change things much though, does it? Nothing's more important than the bonds we've developed as members of Class 7. What did you write in your little character notebook about her? Class 7 members. Departure. First meeting. It turns out Rean and Eliza first met when Eliza came to Amir. Okay. Huh. Okay, we'll see what those are able to do for us in the end. You'll be meeting with your classmates today, yes? Yeah, there are a few things we need to cover before going forward, plus we need to talk about Elise and the princess too. That determination in your eyes is so like your father's. No matter what path you choose to follow, always know that you have our support. Just remember to take care of yourself, alright? Yeah, I will, I promise. I'm relieved to see your classmates are safe and well. It's clear as day that you won't stop at helping only them, however. Everyone you've met, students from the academy, your instructors, all the citizens from all the towns you've visited, they've all left their mark on you, and I know you want to help them just as much. I couldn't be more proud of you, Rean. Good guy, Rean. Always there for others. What up? This dog's named Badeau, right? He's so cute. Yeah, Dad raised him to be a hunting dog, believe it or not. He's a sweetie, though. Looks like a smart one to me. Petting him's really relaxing, too. I'll stay with him for a bit while I think about what we should do. Come to think of it, it's just about feeding time. Sure, feed the dog with feed. Wanna help me feed him? Sure, I'd like that. Be right back. I've got to go get some food. How's that taste? Good? Boof! It looks like he's wagging his tail. Look, he's wagging his tail. Sorry for not being able to spare much time for you and Arthur, Badeau. Wah, wah! He says it's okay. Smart doggy. Can you understand what dogs are saying or something? Nope, just guessing based on how he acts and barks. Back in the Corps, I used to look after the military monsters a lot. Really? That sounds like an awfully dangerous job for you to be doing. Well, I did get bitten sometimes at first, but after one of the other caretakers showed me what to do, they stopped. The way you talk about your time there, it's hard to believe the Jaeger Corps you were in was one of the strongest. Is that very unusual by Jaeger standards? I guess. The boss was pretty easygoing, but it was always hard to tell what he was thinking. You remember what I told you at Madra Park, right? How they taught me survival skills and all that? Zeno and Leo taught me how to set traps and the art of close quarters combat. I can't imagine what it must have been like living that kind of life day to day. But it is easier to see how you came to think of them as family. Yeah, we were family. Until they all left me behind after the boss died. I just want to know why. Why they all had to leave me behind. And now that I might have a chance to, I don't want to let it pass by me. Even if it won't be easy getting it out of them. Still. Huh? Woof woof! I think even I understood what he was saying this time. Try not to overthink it. Something along those lines. Oh. There is no reason you need to try and find out alone. Not when you've got all of us with you. If that's what you want to know, we'll all make it work out. You will? You're right. How could things not work out when I've got you guys? Cutie patootie. You're bound with fee strengthened. Hello, level up. I was close too. Level 4, she gets counterattack, I get cover. I still want to talk to Zeno and Leo about why they left me behind, but being part of Class 7 is more important to me now. And as long as I stay with you, I know I'll get my chance to ask them. Lord Teo's condition improving has no doubt caused Arthur to perk up as well. He truly loves his master, I can tell you that. I'll have to be sure to keep him well brushed for when Lord Teo is fit to ride him again. Patrolling his territory and slaying dangerous monsters are all important duties of a ruling lord, and I'm sure Lord Teo will soon be ready to resume doing so. Hold on just a while longer, Arthur. Yeah. That is Laura. That is bike. It's Angelica's Orbital bike. I'll have to take good care of this in Angelica's place. Laura, you're not the person to get head patted, are you? Even the air here feels clean. It's not hard to see why Yoon Ka-Fai is so fond of this village. I hope that I'll get the chance to bring Father and Klaus here one day. We'd be happy to have them, and don't worry, I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances once the war's over. I hope so. I suppose that's another reason for us to hasten its conclusion. But I'm still at a loss as to how, though. What shall we do, I wonder? She's definitely racking her brain over this. Maybe a break would do her good? Sure. Why don't we go somewhere and take a break? It's good to take a breather sometimes when you're stuck on a difficult problem. That sounds reasonable. In that case, I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you escort me to your room? What? Laura, now? Are you, that's sudden? What? This is my room. So this is your bedroom. The decor has something of an Eastern feel to it, fitting for a former student of Yunkafai's. Is there anything there that's particularly representative of the 8-leaf school? I should have known. You caught me off guard when you asked to see my room, but it figures that's what you were interested in. Why would you be surprised? Nothing. As for your question, I don't have all that much, I'm afraid. Wait, actually, I have some tea leaves Master Kafai gave to Dad a while back, I think. How about it? You up for having some some green tea? Really? I'd like that very much. This has quite a refined taste indeed. It isn't my first time tasting green tea. Monica let me sample the tea served at her class's tea house during the festival. But this seems to have more depth and flavor and fragrance. Master Kafai is a huge fan of this kind, apparently. He brought it back from the East himself. He's always bringing gifts whenever he comes to visit, so he's popular among the locals. Everyone here likes him. Really now? I've yet to have the opportunity to meet him in person, but I can easily see why he and Father get along so well. Would you happen to know where he is now? Nope, afraid not. That letter I received from him during our vacation here did not specify. He's always been something of a vagrant. He wanders the continent throughout the year, stopping off wherever he pleases. So while I couldn't tell you where he is, I'm sure he's just fine. I imagine so. If rumor is to be believed, he's as proficient with the blade as Father, if not more so. Are you worried about your dad? I am. I try to avoid admitting it publicly, but it's a fact. His skill is as immense as ever, but given the various new weapons that have come into play during this war, along with other powerful warriors such as General Aurelia and that knight from Ouroboros. Yeah, I can't blame you for being a little concerned under the circumstances. Still, all we can do in the meantime is keep going and do what we're able. So as long as we keep that up, I'm sure we'll be reunited with them in due time. Maybe. No, you're right. In a sense, this is but another trial we must overcome to reach greater heights. Yeah, and I know we can overcome it so long as we're together. Your bond with Laura strengthened. Whoop whoop. Link level 3. Anger. I can do a second bonding event with her right now. Sure. That tea was delicious. Thank you for allowing me to join you. Incidentally, Toval mentioned that you used to train somewhere deeper into the mountains. Is that true? Yeah, in the Isengard range. Wait, don't tell me you're planning on going up there on your own. Well, after that break, I feel like doing something more active. A walk in the crisp, snowy mountains should clear my mind just perfectly. I wouldn't mind a mountain walk. Sure. If you're really that interested, I can show you the way up there. Would you? I'd be very grateful. Then we should set out at once. Together, Rean and Laura climbed the Emir mountain path, their destination being the canyon above. Soon enough, they had arrived at the area where Rean once trained under Master Kafai. Ooh, I wasn't expecting the climb to be quite so lengthy. Or that far, really. You conducted your training a remarkable distance from Amir for one so young. Yeah, we spent about a month living up here, away from civilization. We trained almost every day, but even when I wasn't training, he was teaching me how to live side by side with nature. We had to catch our own food, secure a place to sleep every night. Sometimes we'd even challenge monsters as practice. Oh my, that does sound rather harsh. You were just a boy at the time of your training, yes? I can't fault it, however. The Arcade School does have similar practices. Even when I was a child, I would often join the students in training in the mountains. I'm not surprised to hear the Arcade School's training is right up there with the 8 leaves. I made it through it in one piece, but I was completely exhausted by the end. Elise was really worried about me. She wouldn't stop crying when I'd finally come back home. That's not too hard to picture. After taking a look at the scenery, there's not a doubt in my mind that training here would be a valuable exercise. Yeah, it certainly was. Standing up here and being surrounded by nature serves as a reminder of just how small and insignificant we really are. I suppose you could say the same about our swords in this war. Sorry, Laura, I'm not following. No matter how much its wielder trains, realistically, a mere swordsman stands no chance against the force of tanks or soldats. That being the case, what significance do swords even have in this war? I have been pondering this a lot lately, and I still haven't reached an answer. That's a good question. And yet, when I look around at the vast mountains surrounding us, I feel like I've been liberated from those worries. It wasn't just because she was a skilled warrior that the Lance Maiden was able to end the war of her time. That played a role, certainly, but she must have possessed numerous other qualities that contributed. Yeah, that's true. And in the same way, I'm sure there's a role that swords can play in ending this war too, even if they can't do it alone. My thoughts exactly. We simply have to find it, and as a class, I know we will. After talking for a while, they enjoyed a short mock battle against one another before returning to Amir. Their bond with Laura strengthened further. Alright. Now she's on par with the others. Well, that made for some wonderful exercise. After a workout like that, I feel as though I'll be able to think of something truly excellent. Thank you, Rean, for providing me with the inspiration. I'll be sure to bring you an idea worthy of it. Snowmen are back alive. Back in business. Mr. Gizmo is an amazing craftsman. All he needs is some wood, and he can fix just about anything. You know, like how he patched up our roofs when they were charred. He even fixed the open air bath. Come to think of it, there are a lot of cool guys in Amir. It's like everyone here is really good at something. I can't figure out who I want to be like the most. Tobal's pretty cool too. Even the grown-ups who visit Amir are amazing. How am I supposed to figure out who to be like most? That is harsh. To the surprise of no one, my wife ended up ordering in a ton of useless junk again. This order's highlights included some castanets and a shaved ice maker. I can't imagine anyone actually buying those, so I just tossed them into the storehouse. Ugh. I really don't know what goes through her head sometimes. She can be surprisingly sharp when she wants to be, but most of the time, more than anything, I just wish she'd stop ordering in things that won't sell. It's a waste of money. Do we have new quarters? Does not look like it. Was movement 2 there before? I think so. Nothing cool, nothing that screams buy me. How are uses the slots looking? Do 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 do. Of course, I'm able to buy new weapons, aren't I? No, they're still the old ones. You still don't have a new Master Quartz. I saw young Eustace in front of the store not long ago. He's such a handsome young man, isn't he? He can spend as long as he likes out there, if you ask me. It's good to see all of your other classmates back too. Although I still feel like someone's missing. Am I imagining things? That someone won't be gone for long, though. We'll bring him back. I feel like one of your classmates is still missing, but maybe it's just my imagination. Ah, details! It's wonderful to have so many customers, hey! You sell the manju now. Cool. Puppy watch. I do not have a singular thing of those. I'll buy 3. I'm not equipping them. Gambler Jack, Chapter 1. You bought useless things. How many? I have 13 new materials. That is not good. I created the Panzer goggles already. Composure shawl. Doom, 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 doom. I have an orange cape in my inventory, so an orange corsage is possible. Let's see, yellow emblem costs 10. These cost 10. Am I able to create a... I have to create a green emblem before I create the evergreen. But this already has evasion on it, so that's fantastic. Accuracy up and evasion. That is what I'm gonna create. Thank you for the green emblem. I only bought 1 dark pendulum. Doom, 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 doom. 30 materials for 10 speed. Abyss Shadow is ridiculous, though. I already have access to an Arch Tyrant badge. I only bought 2 kitty watches. Moron. This also has speed plus 10 on it. Doo -doo -doo. Doom, 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 doom. I still haven't found those plushies. I'm never creating these emergency puppets, I don't like them. Alright, we created the dark, or the green emblem. I would need 17 new materials to create this bad boy. And I do want it, but I've heard that evasion is not as overpowered in this game as it was in the last one, so we'll see if I can actually get some good use out of it. I do like me my CP recovery. But he is at 35% dodge already. Would I want to equip him with a green emblem? For 5% dodge. Takes away a lot of stats. We'll see what I equip on him. Hey, Sharon. Before we talk to Sharon, I'm actually going to end the episode here. I don't know how long it's been because I accepted a package in the middle of the episode during Laura's bonding event, as you might have noticed. So I'm ending it here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, toodles!